So, hey guys, welcome. And let's see, this is just going to be a test whether I'm going to be live or not. Perfect. So, Dogecoin to the moon, guys. What's up, YouTube community? And welcome to Invest Desk, your #1 channel for investing into cryptocurrency with daily updates, news, and forecasts. My name is Syed, and today we're going to look at and take a deep dive into some major events. Okay, and I'm going to also share what is happening currently. Okay, so first things first, let's see if I'm able to bring up my screen here so you can see the actual messages. Or let's take a look at the price first before I actually start talking about. So let's bring up the Binance window. There we go. Do we see it? Okay, I guess not. All right, so let's stay with it. So on Twitter page, I think I may not have covered this yesterday, but Elon Musk kind of talked about cryptocurrency explained. And I'm not sure if you guys have watched this. This is only just a couple of minutes, right? Just 2 or 3 minute video, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of nice because the summary of this particular tweet regarding cryptocurrency is that back in 698 BC, right? This is sort of like a meme thing, but it's good. We'll watch this together. So this is going to be fun. Where just 3 minutes of fun. It's going to talk about how the person is presenting gold and silver, and it's talking about a new thing, right? Where people are still used to the barter system. So we're going to take a look at what's going on here, and then we'll jump into some charts. So this was the tweet. So I'm going to play this and kind of see if this catches up or not. Okay. All right. So let's see who's joining. Hey, Hector. Hector the dude, my friend, welcome. All right. So let's go back to our screen here. I'm going to go ahead and play this and let you guys hear what this video is all about. Just 3 minutes.
Redskins, Dodo heads, tepid lemonade. Get out of it. Redskins, Dodo heads, tepid lemonade.
Hey, mate, I'll take 5 of your Ratskins and one of those tepid lemonades.
It's one chicken, mate. It's not a chicken.
No, that's much better than a chicken, my friend. That is gold.
What?
Gold. The currency of the future.
Great, come back in the future.
Ratskins! No, mate, I don't think you understand. This has unlimited use.
Can I eat it?
No.
Can I wear it?
No.
Can I use it as firewood?
No.
It's starting to sound pretty limited, mate.
But you can melt it and then turn it into whatever you want.
Can I turn it into food?
No, you can't eat it.
Is this going to take long?
Hold on your horses, mate. We are dealing in futures here.
Oh, what's that? Is that a rock?
No, worse, it's cold.
Oh, cold. How do I get some cold?
Gold. I have people mining for it.
Oh, you have people. La-dee-da. We got a rich one here, eh? What do you pay them with?
Gold.
Next.
No, they say that this currency could be worth 1,000 Ratskins, maybe even more, in just a few years.
Says who?
The people with gold.
Fuck. Next.
Look, every economy ever has been controlled by the big chicken banks.
Next!
And this is our opportunity to get out from under the big chicken boots,
Fuck me.
shake up the market, and start taking back our economic independence. Are you with me?
No.
Really? Come on, man. Look, all my mates are doing it.
I'll just get your hand off it, alright? Everyone's trying to predict the next alt rock. First it was stone, then bronze, then iron, now gold. What can I even do with this shiny shit? Make fucking jewelry out of it or something?
Yes. Yes, you can do that. Great idea, because it's malleable. And, best part of all, there's fuck all of it. It's a finite resource.
Mate, I'll tell you what a finite resource is. My fucking patience, right? Now, piss off!
You know what? Stuff it. I'm taking it back. It's like talking to my dad.
Yeah. Why don't you go discover avocado and smash it on toast, you dickhead?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Sorry, mate.
I'll have a dodo head, thanks.
Half a chicken. Piss on me, not you two.
Oh, no. This is way better than gold. It's silver, or as I like to call it, light gold cash. It's faster to mine. It's...
Got to be the last one, surely. Ratskins, dodo heads, very tepid lemonade. Get it here. Desert warm.
All right, guys. So
Redskins,
hope you
dodo
enjoyed this,
heads.
right? So you get the idea. Well, Elon Musk is actually, liking this kind of videos and posting these videos is basically trying to make sense that we're in it for the long run. And the key catch in this particular tweet that I feel that I got out of this is the fact that, when we had gold, we had silver. So the next currency, right? And the next step forward in future, or in fact, it's happening now, is cryptocurrency. And that's the idea behind this tweet, okay? That's the hidden words, read between the lines kind of thing, okay? And that is what's happening. So the idea is that next currency of the world, one way or the other, is going to be cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's any other coin, Dogecoin. It's trying to make its way up, right, as a people's currency. And that's the sentiment analysis of Dogecoin as we progress forward. So definitely long term, okay? So if you want to get rich tomorrow, that's not going to happen, okay? Well, unless you are speculating, and we all are, because I'm not a financial advisor, and we're just doing our own research and due diligence as much as we can, trying to devise strategies and the best way we can actually move forward, okay? So a wonderful cryptocurrency explained by Elon Musk. This is episode 1, by the way, so more to come. And that's important, okay? So once you're able to understand what Elon is thinking, okay, you need to get into his mind and just kind of take a look at it. So, and that's why he's been tweeting with Doge here and there. And yesterday, I created a stream, and that was like breaking news where we talked about the supercomputer, right? Like Dojo for Doge. That was one of the tweets. Let's see if I can find it down here. It's not that far away. Maybe it's up here somewhere. Okay, it was pretty recent. There we go. So this was about 20 hours ago. Dojo for Doge, right? And I made an entire stream. So go check that out where I, unveil what is Dojo, which is one of the supercomputers at Tesla and the chip that they're trying to make so that, they can move forward, okay, with their own technology. And maybe that's what Elon is thinking about using Doge. So go check out that stream. So I'm going to talk about today the major events, right? So one of them is just the fact that you need to be able to, as a investment strategy, and that's again my own take, my own personal view on investments into cryptocurrency, is you ought to be able to read between the lines. So some stocks, and of course most of them, are all long term, whether it's short term, in other words 3 to 6 months, or year, or even years, just like Bitcoin. So that was a fun video, Cryptocurrency Explained. by Elon Musk. So if you liked it, so make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, by the way. And where's my jar today? I want to be able to get that jar out so you can see. This is our subscription jar, guys. So if you've not subscribed to Invest Desk, which is this channel and bringing you the latest events, news about cryptocurrency, especially Dogecoin, so make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe and share this. So we're building a community, and that's the goal for this particular stream as I'm working on it. Okay, so, and my chat is not shown here sometimes because it's a little delay, right? Sometimes it's just a lag. Okay, so not to worry, we'll live with that. All right, so what's next on my agenda here? All right, great. So once you've seen this, let's take a look at the big whale. Okay, so that's one of the other major event or thing that I want to talk about is who owns billions dollar worth of Doge. Okay, and this address right here, fairly long, okay, owns a little over 2 or 3 billion or 3.2 or 2 point something, right? Somewhere here, number one. So this wallet has a lot of Doge coins, almost 30% in total, okay? And if you notice the other, right, read between the lines. So the first thing was Elon Musk's tweet. This is the next one. So what's happening here? This particular person, right, or wallet, back in April 2019, not too long ago, started to purchase or made the initial purchase of about 805 million US dollars. That's a lot of money. And then this wallet kept on purchasing Doge coin, right? And it's still purchasing. In January, notice the spike of the purchase, okay? So from 1 point, let's say right about 1.62, 1.61, this wallet purchased $1 billion worth of just in the last 2 months. Okay, so the idea is that who owns $2.2 billion worth of Dogecoins? And the person is, of course, a whale. And that's exactly what the community, and we've been talking about, and even Elon Musk wants, you know, this whale, and there are a couple of others, also others, to kind of sell, right, their position so that it goes more into people's hands. So the idea is that, you know, of course, having everyone or the whole thing into, you know, the major chunk of cryptocurrency of Dogecoin into, you know, just 1 or 2 or 10 or 15, 20 people, they can really, you know, do wonders for themselves. So the idea is that we need to take a look at the fact that it needs to be people's currency, okay? And until and unless it becomes people's currency, it's going to trade the way it is. So this is the second and more important, read between the lines. Okay, so let's bring up the actual page again. There we go. All right, so this is the largest, biggest wallet. So if you need to check it out, you can do so. I also have it. Well, this is the only tab I have. All right, so the next thing, the third major event or thing that I want to talk about is, of course, the Doge Chain, which is again the same wallet, same thing, but it's on a different site. And you'll notice it just shows you the number of transactions received, and that's why I have this open, and the transactions sent. So very few transactions, but large transactions. And there are others as well. Okay, so here's the amount, and of course the approximate time, and then the block, and then the transaction. So you'll notice the amounts are pretty substantial for some of these big whales. Okay, so as you scroll down, and you can of course take a look at this for yourself. So this is once again the third major thing, that Dogecoin is not going anywhere. All right, so it's going to stay. Yes, big whales are in it. They're probably, of course they're listening to this, they're watching this, whoever this guy is, this person is, he knows, right, what needs to be done. And he's already a billionaire, so he doesn't need to, worry about anything. He's just going to make billions anyways, right? The way prices are moving, even if he sells and buys, and it probably is, and that's the idea. But the interesting thing here is that this particular address, right, is buying. Okay, buying, and that's what we're seeing in the chart right here. It's just buying, it's going up. So what needs to be done is, of course, this person needs to sell a little bit too, and the green is received, and then the red is in sent. Okay, all right, so this was one of the other things. Let's bring up our current price for Dogecoin. Let me see if I have it. All right, so looks like chat is coming back again. I don't know, my internet connection is a little poor today, a little slow. Okay. All right, let's see, what do I have? All right, let's go back to our make this smaller. There we go. Move it on this side so you guys can actually see. So this is what I was talking about, the actual graph, right? Like this whale is actually buying and buying and buying. So the idea is that Elon Musk, in support of the community, right, such as us, wants these whales to just kind of balance things out, right? So it becomes people's currency, and that's exactly when Elon Musk is going to show his full support moving forward with Dogecoin. So the idea is that, yeah, it's great, because as more and more companies start to accept Dogecoin as payment, the more the better. Okay, so our community is holding up strong. The idea is to, of course, buy low, and that's the goal, is long term, just like Bitcoin and other coins. The price of Doge, let me bring that up. Let me see if I can bring it up here. There we go. So here's the chart. Move the chart a little bit down below. So if you notice, and this is Binance, by the way, there's a little, like a mountain, right? Like a rise, and then of course a fall, and then of course it's trying to pick up again. But right now, today, just a few hours ago, it went all the way down to 0.51. Okay, and just so you guys know, I actually bought it. Okay, I bought it at 0.51, somewhere here, 1 or 2, I think it was 1.9 or something like that. And currently it's at 0.52. So if I make this bigger, so you can see the candlesticks. right, let's try to make it larger. This is touchscreen, guys, so I don't know. All right. Let me make it bigger so you can actually see the whole screen. So what's happening with the Dogecoin price? If you have noticed that there's a slight dip today, but nothing to panic, guys. This is a great time to buy, at least from my personal strategy. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? It's just speculation, but I do my research, have good points, solid evidence, fundamentals, and of course, a history of working within the cryptocurrency field. So you get to kind of learn a few tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you that too as well as we move along. But the candlestick chart is great. And you'll notice, if you can devise a pattern, that's great. Right now, Dogecoin is just kind of going through a cycle. The average price that it's holding up is about 0.055. That was yesterday. But today is somewhere between like 0.52, 0.53, right about the same, I'd say about the same area, okay? Slight dip, but then it also regained its position. And by the way, today markets are down. For example, if you were to take a look at Bitcoin, I have this in this tab, just as a comparison. So let's see what Bitcoin is at. And this is real time. So Bitcoin dropped, okay? It's at 52. Yesterday was at 58,000, all right? So it's a little bit of drop, right? Basically market correction, and that's fine, that happens. But yesterday went all the way up to 57,000, okay? So once again, a little slow connection here. It's going to come up pretty soon. And that's the real-time chart. There we go. So this is Bitcoin, okay? Let me click on the original so you can see it easier. So right now it's at 51, which is the lowest, right? It reached. Current price is about 52, so it just kind of going back up again. But yesterday was all the way up to 53. And I believe it went even higher than that. If I look at the for 1 day, there we go. So you'll be able to see that in 1 day, right? This was yesterday, and it went all the way up to $58,352.80. So that's pretty high for Bitcoin yesterday, okay? And we're thinking Bitcoin being bullish, right? So it's going to go up to 60, even 100,000 as we progress further. But it did take a correction today. So if I go back to real time in Bitcoin, it's at 51. So now that we know that overall Bitcoin is down, let's take a look at Dogecoin. And then you'll notice that Doge is kind of holding up pretty okay, all right? So it's not taking a huge dip. It went down a little bit, but it was not, it'll be very steady at 0.052, 0.053, and 0.55, right? So just a few cents here and there, and there you go. So it's going up again, right? So it's like trying to maintain that threshold level, a stabilized price, even though other cryptocurrencies are down. So that's the fourth major event and point I wanted to mention today, that so you guys know and take notes. So the idea is that Dogecoin has its own holding power, so to speak, okay? It's not, it doesn't seem to be tied too much to Bitcoin or Ethereum or altcoin or any other, coin. So it has its own, capacity, own community. And that's exactly what we're trying to build here, right? So make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys, and give it a thumbs up if you like it so far. I've talked about the 4 major events or things that are important as far as Dogecoin and the market strategy is concerned for you to buy. Once again, not a financial advisor, but do your research, make sure you have a good strategy in place, and of course that's your own decision. It's all based on our speculation here. All right, so let's see if I have any other chat messages here. Who else is on? All right, John seems to be on. What was the reason for today's crypto fluctuations? Yeah, good point, John. So the reason I just mentioned is fairly straightforward. It's simple. And let me show you that. Let me bring up once again the graph here. There we go. So let me go back to Bitcoin. This is the reason, okay? So the fluctuation occurred because all of the rest of the coins were down, rest of the cryptocurrency was down, okay? Now, of course, as the market for the rest of the cryptocurrency goes down, Dogecoin also took a little bit of hit. But once again, the good thing about Dogecoin is that it stabilizes itself fairly quickly. Because remember, yesterday I made 3 streams. Go check them out. The price was at 0.54, 0.55, 0.53, right? So this was all day pretty much yesterday. And look at today. So it took a dip today, a little bit down to 0.51. And by the way, I did buy at 0.51 or 2 or something like that, right? So a good time to buy and hold. So, and now it's back up or trying to stabilize itself at the same level where it was yesterday, right? So I hope this kind of answers John's question in the chat. All right, let's see who else is on. All right, Rob. Yeah, good question from JJ. Super weird day for all of crypto. Yeah, I just mentioned it seems weird for all crypto. But once again, Dogecoin is holding steady, guys. Okay, it has its own power. So the idea is, and NJ is asking, when do you think the price will shoot up? Oh, well, we're hoping that the price is going to shoot up or should shoot up, right? And we're hoping to see it go all the way to 10 cents or even $1 as we progress forward within this year. Guys, if in just 1 year, right? For example, I know for a lot of people, it's like, wow, that's a long time. We don't want to wait that long. But the idea is not that bad, okay? 1 year, if the price goes to $1 and you bought it at 0.55, just think about the gains you're going to get, just like Bitcoin had, okay? So definitely in the long run, I'm accumulating as much as myself. My strategy is just accumulating, right, on a regular basis. If the price goes down, I tend to buy. And that's, again, my own personal strategy. You guys need to do your own research. Don't hold me to it, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just speculating. And of course, based on a certain history and my own experience. So I'm sharing that, trying to share that knowledge. And look at the price now. It's, again, going back to 5.2, 5.3. That's for Bitcoin. So this chart is for Bitcoin, by the way, not Dogecoin, okay? All right, let's bring up Doge back up. There we go. I'm going to bring up, I have a couple of other Ethereum and ADA also open, but let's bring up Doge here in USDT. All right, trading view. So we'll take a look at those as well. I'm going to make it larger so you can see the actual price also. All right, so give it a thumbs up, guys, if you like so far. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. All right, so I value your support, and thanks so much for joining. Let's say Rob. All right, invest desk. Yes, Rob, time to invest in Starlink. This connection is slow. You betcha. Yeah, I don't know what's happening today, guys. It was pretty fast typically. I guess everyone is on, right? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it brings up a good point for Starlink. Those of you who do not know, the global network of Starlink is going to be fascinating. And you know how Tesla, by the way, updates its software is through the satellite, through this particular Starlink network. All of Tesla cars are going to be upgrading their software, and they do it by just through the satellite. So think about these self-driving cars and moving into the future. And that brings me to the original point that I made yesterday, or not yesterday, by the way, just a short while ago. And let me bring that up quick, because if you have not watched the Elon Musk's cryptocurrency explained, right? This video, you must do that. It's about 2.5 minute video. What this does, it just, Elon Musk is simply explaining that we had gold, we had silver, right? We had barter system if we need to purchase something. But now the next generation coming up in future is what? Cryptocurrency. Okay? We've used enough gold, we've used enough silver, we've used enough cash, we've enough, used dollar. Well, let's go to the next step, which is buying and selling in cryptocurrency. And this is actually happening. Even though, there are critics who say, well, you can't really see it, you can't really, no one is transacting yet, things like that, but that's the whole idea. Look at SpaceX, look at Elon Musk's, look at his thoughts. Look at self-driving cars. Who knew? And I'm going to give you this great example, my personal example. Back in early 90s, okay, I know, that's a long time ago. I've been in this IT industry for a little over, 20, 25 years now. So when Windows by Microsoft was launched, because we were all used to, DOS computers, okay? It was all keyboard. There was no mouse. There was no Windows, all right? So early 90s is Windows, 3 comes up, 3.1, and then Windows 95. I remember people used to say, my colleagues used to say, well, no one is going to use the mouse. Look at that. We're not going to use the mouse. This is going to fail, all right? Windows is going to fail because we're so used to the keyboard, right? With our commands and keys and all. That's exactly what this cryptocurrency explained by Elon Musk, same strategy. And guess what? This is about only 30 years ago, right? Well, long time for some, but you get the idea, right? And I'm a witness to that. So, everyone, most of the majority of the people, and I was the first one to jump into Windows, by the way, back in those days. And even Linux, right? Red Hat Linux IPO was launched in 1998 or 9 or somewhere around there, right? So there was no Linux. So the idea is that everyone seems to resist change, right? Because change, and I've seen this and I've experienced in my IT career that whenever you talk about change within an organization, that's kind of resisted. But guess what? Eventually it becomes mainstream. And that's what the key is. We want to buy something that is that's going to be in mainstream. All right, so this was my 5th strategy, read between the lines, and the thing that we just talked about. And once again, thanks guys for joining. I know my connection is a little slow today. That's okay. You can always watch it later. I'm going to have it up. All right. John says, I bought Doge, the dip too. Awesome. So, and so did I, by the way. So yeah, more power to you, John. This is great. And that's a nice strategy to have. So you buy low, but typically people, sell high, right? So they pump and dump. Well, not me. Personally, I'm just holding it, all right? Because I know this is in the long run, and as more and more cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Dogecoin gets accepted in the community, companies start to accept, this is going to be great in the long run. And one of my colleagues, I just got a message today that one of the, what do you call it, the accept Dogecoin, all right? So I'll put the name in the description as we move forward. All right, so what else is happening? So I talked about 5 or 6 strategies so far that people, even though they are a little bit hesitant to change, but this Elon Musk's tweet right here, Bitcoin Explain, okay, simply shows you the actual acceptance of a future currency. Well, in fact, in our case, it's actually happening. So, but you'll still find a lot of people resisting this change. Just like when they resisted Windows 95 and Microsoft came up with Windows, people said, well, we're not going to use it, all right? It's just going to fail because no one is going to leave the keyboard, and use Windows or mouse, click, 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 right? But guess what? Bill Gates became the richest guy in the world because of Windows. Okay? Same thing with cryptocurrency, guys. And that's, the 6th or the 7th strategy and read between the lines point for today's live stream. Cryptocurrency is going to be the, future currency. You and I and everyone else, the whole world, even the banking system of the world, they'll be forced one way or the other, and that's just my opinion. Don't hold me to it. They'll be forced to use cryptocurrency and make cryptocurrency part of their mainstream system. Okay? That's what's happening. And that is going to happen whether now or tomorrow. And that's why you see the results in the charts of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 51 or 52 or $57,000 it touched yesterday. That's a pretty high price. Now imagine what's going to happen if Dogecoin in the next few years, right? Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years. And here we are talking about Bitcoin or Dogecoin, right, at 0.05 cents. Let's see the price here one more time. Let me bring up the screen. There we go. So here we are, trying to buy and sell and trying to take a look at the price at 0.52, 0.55, 0.51, right? Somewhere around there. Think about it. What's going to happen if this Dogecoin all of a sudden in the next 3 to 4 years, and here we are, we're going to be live streaming again in the next 3 years, and the price is at $100. Only $100. Right? Then we all can party. We'll go to a remote island. We can all buy one, island for ourselves and then, be together. And maybe we'll do that, right? If we keep in touch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get latest and greatest updates from Invest Desk, from myself. So the idea is that if we build the community and we move along together into this and we grow together, that's what it is. So you'll notice, let me make the graph bigger for there we go. And this is, by the way, Doge paired with BUSD or US dollars. So you'll notice the prices up again. It's trying to stabilize once again at 0.52. Maybe a cent or two lower than yesterday. It was at 0.53, but about the same. But once it gets a little dip, it goes up. Okay. And I'm going to give away another strategy here, another thing, which is the 8th strategy. You'll notice that with these candlesticks, right, chart, whenever there's a dip or a rise or either way, they come in pairs. Okay, that's something that I've observed over time. So if you see green candlesticks, as paired together, then maybe you'll get, a couple of reds and then greens and so forth. So of course you can devise your own pattern. I have another software that does it for me. And that's the idea. So the price right now for Dogecoin is at 0.051. Let me go to my Robinhood account and see if I can pull that up. But before I do that, let's take a look at who else is on. All right, yeah, today my live chat is way terrible, guys. So maybe not a good hour, right? Because everyone is on or something. My connection is all messed up today. I know there was a couple of storms too. So right now, and I think you can see it, right? There we go, perfect. So this is Robinhood, by the way, and I've put a link on the bottom. So if you do not have an account at Robinhood, just click on the link that I've placed in the description. Both you and I are going to get a free stock. Okay, so that's not too bad if you do not have a Robinhood account. So this is the live price chart for Doge. It's at 0.053. Okay, so that's about even, right? So again, it's stabilized at 0.053, and that's what's happening for the past day or so. Let me bring up the last day. So if I click on one day, so this is the current price, and it went up to 0.06. Okay, so it was a big spike, then it just kind of came down all the way to, on the bottom here, 0.051. All right, and of course it's trying to go up. If I look at a week's chart here, you'll notice for the last week, the average was pretty much the same, with of course with little spikes up and down, but nothing too drastic. All right, so this is Robinhood. So let me know if you're holding, you're buying, whether you're pumping and dumping or you're holding. So let me know your strategy. Put down in your comments so I know. All right, so I have another one. Comments finally coming up. Slow, of course. So Jeremiah says, I know how to take Dogecoin to the moon and beyond. Well, more power to you. If you can let us know. Well, that's what John is asking. How, right? So perfect. If you know something, share with the community, and that's the best way to learn. Alrighty. All right, so I've given about 7 or 8 strategies, but before I kind of move forward and right up at the hour or so, about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to stream for an hour, so another 10 minutes. I'm going to play this video again by Elon Musk where he explains cryptocurrency. So those of you who joined late would be able to see it before I end. So let's pull this up and see if I can play it. There we go. So just 3 minutes, not too long, but it's actually kind of fun, right? So we had to have fun too. I'm gonna make this bigger. I know it's gonna be a little slow, so bear with me here on this. If not, you can always watch it later on too. I'm going to post this.
Skins, dodo heads, tepid. Lemonade. Get out of it. Ratskins, dodo heads, tepid lemonade.
Hey, mate, I'll take 5 of your Ratskins and one of those tepid lemonades.
It's chicken, mate. It's not a chicken.
No, that's much better than a chicken, my friend. That is gold.
What?
Gold. The currency of the future.
Great. Come back in the future. Ratskin.
No, mate, I don't think you understand. This has unlimited use.
Can I eat it?
No,
Can I wear it?
no,
Can I use it as firewood?
no.
It's starting to sound pretty limited, mate.
But you can melt it and then turn it into whatever you want.
Can I turn it into food?
No, you can't
Sorry,
eat it.
is this going to take long?
Hold on your horses, mate. We are dealing in futures here.
Oh, what's that? Is that a rock?
No, worse. It's cold.
Oh, cold. How do I get some cold?
Gold. I have people mining for it.
Oh, you have people. La-dee-da. We got a rich one here, eh? What do you pay them with?
Gold.
Next.
No, they say that this currency could be worth 1,000 Ratskins, maybe even more, in just a few years.
Says who?
The people with gold.
Fuck. Next.
Look, every economy ever has been controlled by the big chicken banks.
Next.
And this is our opportunity to get out from under the big chicken boots,
Fuck me.
shake up the market, and start taking back our economic independence. Are you with me?
No.
Really? Come on, man. Look, all my mates are doing it.
I'll just get your hand off it, all right? Everyone's trying to predict the next alt rock. First it was stone, then bronze, then iron, now gold. What can I even do with this shiny shit? Make fucking jewelry out of it or something?
Yes, you can do that. Great idea, because it's malleable. And, best part of all, there's fuck all of it. It's a finite resource.
Mate, I'll tell you what a finite resource is. My fucking patience right now. Piss off!
You know what? Stuff it. I'm taking it back. It's like talking to my dad.
Yeah. Why don't you go discover avocado and smash it on toast, you dickhead?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Sorry, mate.
I'll have a dodo head, thanks.
Half a chicken. Piss on me, not you two.
Oh, no. This is way better than gold. It's silver, or as I like to call it, light gold cash. It's faster to mine. It's...
Got to be the last one, surely. Ratskins, dodo heads, very tepid lemonade. Get it here.
Awesome. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, right? So once again, this was something that I just played right in the beginning of this live stream, but I wanted to end this live stream with the same cryptocurrency explain. Okay, so same thing applies to Dogecoin, guys. This currency, like Bitcoin and other coins, Dogecoin is also making its way, of course, swimming with the sharks, as they say. But once it becomes accepted, it becomes mainstream, and it can only happen if we have a strong community pushing this forward, right? And of course, Elon Musk